US President Donald Trump says that Europe is losing its right to freedom of speech and struggling with immigration. His comments come after his Vice President Vance launched a withering attack on European policies at the Munich Security Conference in Germany.
I heard his speech, and he talked about freedom of speech, and I think it's true in Europe. They're losing their wonderful right of freedom of speech.
In his speech, Vance accused European leaders of censoring free speech and failing to control immigration. He said the threat to Europe that worried him most was not Russia or China, but a retreat from fundamental values of protecting free speech.
The threat that I worry the most about vis-a-vis Europe is not Russia, it's not China, it's not any other external actor. And what I worry about is the threat from within, the retreat of Europe from some of its most fundamental values, values shared with the United States of America. In Britain and across Europe, free speech, I fear, is in retreat.
Vance also urged European countries to change course on immigration, saying it is out of control. His comments come a day after an Afghan man was arrested in Munich over a car ramming attack which wounded 36 people.
How many times must we suffer these appalling setbacks before we change course and take our shared civilization in a new direction? No voter on this continent went to the ballot box to open the floodgates to millions of unvetted immigrants.
Later in the day, German Defense Minister Boris Pistorius hit back in his speech to the conference, calling Vance's remarks unacceptable. He said Vance had called into question democracy not only in Germany but in Europe as a whole. The clash underlines the widening gap between the Trump administration and European leaders, making it hard for long-time allies, US and Europe, to find common ground on issues including Ukraine. It was expected that the prospect of peace talks will dominate the Munich Security Conference, but Vance barely mentioned Russia or Ukraine in his speech to the gathering. He met with Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky for bilateral talks on the sidelines of the conference, but the VP left Munich after the talks without an announcement of a critical minerals deal. The deal is central to Kyiv's push to win Trump's support against Russia. For all the latest news, download the WION app and subscribe to our YouTube channel.